Alrighty, I am, boom, early. And apparently, I'm not sure about this top. This is, as we can tell, a new top. I'm a little bit concerned that what it might be is quite wide through a doorway. Either that or it makes me look like a butterfly, right? Which I'm not sure about. Hello, everybody. I'm not sure about that either. But, well, the point is, everybody, I have been on the road now for 4 months with one suitcase. And it's not a big suitcase either. It's not a, look how much luggage I've got suitcase. It's a small suitcase. And I've gone through different continents. I've gone through different weather conditions. I've been hiding in Mexico City. I've been in the mountains in the snow. But anyway, I went into Express, which is a cheap store, and I purchased this and a number of other things because I just simply couldn't take any of my clothes anymore. I just can't stand the sight of them. So that's the story behind this. I could actually see my own sleeves in my peripheral vision, which is disturbing me. But if you wanted to purchase one of these, and in no way am I trying to flog shit on here, because we know that's not what I do, but it was from Express, and that's cheap. So if you Google it, I don't know, will you find it? I don't know, it's in America. And look, there we are. They had it in different colours too. I think they had it in black. That's that done. Also, you may notice I'm sitting on a cushion, and that's because I am sorry, just going to pull my shorts down out of my crotch. That may have been too much information we didn't require. Because I'm actually a short ass. So my legs are really long, 30, whatever, 3 inches, 34 inches. They're really long. But my body here, look, I don't even have a body. So it's really tiny. And when I sit down, like at dinner or something, I disappear below the table. People are like, shit, where'd you go? And people will say, have you got a different chair, Katie? Have you got a different chair, Katie? And I'm like, no, I just have a really short ass body. It's super unfortunate. Luckily for my children, I actually just need like a booster seat or a high chair. My children have got longer bodies and long legs. So my son is already taller than me at 12. My 12-year-old son he's 28, 33 legs. He's basically a bean. You'll understand how this is. Let me tell you what's going to happen. I think we will lose Wi-Fi. I'm touching the screen like this because I'm at a crazy hotel where they just cut the Wi-Fi whenever they feel like it. So if this cuts or when this cuts, I will try and get us back. And if I fail, I say this to my family all the time on the phone, if I fail, then sorry about that. But we haven't been cut off. It is just literally this hotel's Wi-Fi. And I just rang down to reception and I was like, is there a way I can get the Wi-Fi to stay on for the period of half an hour? Hi, my love. And they're like, no. Some hotels still seem to think, oh, bless you. Oh, bless you. Bless you all. She says, like she's some sort of pope. Bless you, my children, bless you. I just can't, when people have been poorly or something, I'm so sorry. I just rang, hotels seem to think like Wi-Fi is still like a luxury item, like a luxury extra. You know, like you have to log in and then pray that it's still going to work. Just freaking make the Wi-Fi work, you turnips. Christ, there's still hotels in America that is charging for Wi-Fi. It's absolutely, or they have like a secret code, you know, like their MI5, just to use their frickin' Wi-Fi. What do they think I'm going to do on it? Just give people Wi-Fi. Stop being turds. Stop making us ask, have you got a Wi-Fi code? Have you got a Wi-Fi? Oh, God, I am sick of the sound of my own damn voice saying, Weiss, where am I from? Brooklyn. Saying, have you got a Wi-Fi code? Jesus. So I'm so sorry. Yes, exactly. Fuck Joe Biden. I love it. Let's go, Brandon. Love it. Seeing it everywhere. And I love that it's code speak in places where, so like for right now, I'm in Palm Springs, which is the desert. And it's a brilliant gay community here, mostly gay guys, all having a lovely time. And what's so great is that as you're going out and about, as I did yesterday, on a hire bicycle, I had the funnest fun. There's all of these Let's Go Brandon. And it's become like a little nod and a wink to, you're all welcome here. Everybody can come in. and we're all going to party anyway. Thank you for everybody being so sweet. People say when they meet me, oh, I mean, you know, different things like, oh, you're smaller than I thought. That's sort of standard. Other people say, oh, you're prettier in real life, which means you're not as fucking ugly as your photos. Or they say, oh, you don't look how I thought you would look, right? So a lot of hi from Ecuador. Oh, hello, how lovely of you. So and that's basically, I mean, it's slightly my fault because I had shorter hair because I had to have brain surgery and stuff. And it's slightly, I guess, coming from the UK, things are harder. So you're just a bit more aggressive in the way you appear, maybe. But I think it's also because the media, when they want to make someone a monster or want to make the things that I've said wrong, what you do is you put it together with a picture of a time, and there's plenty of them every day, actually, when I wake up, that you look like a slapped ass, right? So they just find the worst picture and the worst lighting where you're like, triple chins, eye bags, all the rest of it, which is like every day. You know, when you do your phone the wrong way and you're like, holy shit, who's that munter? And then you're like, shit, that's me. Well, so they just pick that munting picture and put it up there so that you will discredit what someone says. So that's what that's about. That's what that is. What did I want to talk to you about? I wanted to talk to you about all sorts of things. I just heard by the pool here, Bonnie, it's not Bonnie Langford, is it? She was that weird tap dancing woman with the red hair. Bonnie Tyler. Hold on. Something of Total Eclipse of the Heart. What a song. Honestly, please, in the desert in Palm Springs, a bit of Bonnie Tyler. But then I was slightly freaked out because all I could think about was Bonnie Langford. And that's not a good memory. None of you will know because you're too young, probably. Yes, Bonnie Tyler, exactly. People saying you're not a munter. Darling, you know what that's like when you turn the phone and you're like, what? Also, look at the roots. It is taking me hours, darlings, to dye these roots dark. Now, you will understand, I think. Just trying to get them that right shade of mouse shit brown. It's so exhausting. In fact, I was going to have a moan about female grooming just randomly. Because actually, so boring. Americans are really up on the whole female grooming thing. Like, they totally love, like, getting their nails done and nail bars and mani-pedi. Mani-pedi. Can I get a mani-pedi? Mani-pedi, mani-pedi. All they do is sit in these chairs and have mani-pedis, it seems. And I just bores the ass out of me, to be honest, to use an American expression. You're a massive munter, but you're amazing. I'll take that. I'm going with both of those. I'm all right with munter, and I'd rather just be amazing. Oh, I have something to say on that as well. I need someone on here to be the note taker. It's about TikTok women singing to the Kelly Clarkson song. We have to talk about that in a minute as well. Anyway, this whole mani-pedi bullshit means look at the state of mine. Look. Seriously, I'm surprised. I mean, now I'm not gardening, at least, so don't look like I've been scraping turds from the floor. But, like, people sit there having their friggin' fingernails done. And the deal is you have to sit there, like, for an hour, really, really still. Ugh. And then you're trapped with normally a very lovely Asian lady, but then you're trapped by your hands with them talking at you. And I mean, as much as I love talking to people, I don't necessarily want to talk about mundane fluff. I want to do this. You know, maybe we should do a Katie's Arms when I'm getting a mani-pedi. We could combo. But the whole kind of female shaving things, waxing this, you know, doing this, doing that, it's quite exhausting. Waxing your bits, waxing your ass. I don't know what people are getting waxed. Legs. I can't be bothered, I shave mine. And then I leave my razor in every damn hotel room. So it's just an exhausting list of buying razors. But I don't know. I think it's actually the reason people get married. I think people get married so that you can stop having to do all that female grooming shit, right? We get married so that you can just say, oh, whew, I can stop now. I can stop waxing my asshole. Because my husband, frankly, if he gets anywhere near there, is not going to care. You know, oh, Mum, if you're watching this, for God's sake, don't be, please. Go and watch Monty Don. In fact, my mother is on holiday separate to my father. So there's a mass panic going on about how my father is going to feed himself. They've been married for 50 years. And I don't honestly think my mother has ever gone away before. Not for a substantial period of time. She will return to my father anorexic, clawing at the freezer. Or crawling into Lidl's looking for a meal for one that he can microwave whilst crying. I don't know how he's going to survive. Anyway, I've got the children on phoning duty. Why am I so funny? Darling, I fucking have to be. With this face and this nose, what have you got? You know, if you don't have personality, what have you got? And growing up, that was true too. I wasn't like, you know, there's like the pretty kids. If you don't have that, or like big boobs, like boobs can work, can't they? You just put boobs out, just like, here's my tits. Do you want to sleep with me? Boop-a-doo. And then guys do. But if you don't have big boobs and you have my face, which can work in a certain light, very dark, you've got to have something else. And that's an ability to make people, that's why, and I'm not fishing for compliments, right? I'm just letting you, I'm just putting it out there. You see this. I nearly flashed my boobs then. What was that about? These things, they just come in my head and then I do them. It's why I get caught places doing weird shit, like being thrown out of Australia. Because I just get this idea in my head and poof. So if you're ugly or less attractive or you don't have the big tits, you got to have something else. And that's why ugly people typically, or less conventionally attractive men also, are funny. Give me a funny guy who's a bit odd looking, especially in the dark. Who gives a shit? You know, rather than, and that's the problem with really good looking people, isn't it? I mean, I love them. Like I look at them and I say to good looking people, holy shit, you're good looking. Or I tell people, like I told a woman at breakfast, shit, you've got good teeth. Because they just do. And I'm happy for them. But typically, really good looking people are pricks. Because they haven't had to make an effort. Like they'll walk into a bar, let's say if you're one of those girls or those guys on TikTok that does that stupid fucking shit. I look at those kids and I just think, ugh. I'd rather poke my eyes out with a pen than meet any of you. You think you're so beautiful, and you are. But there's nothing much going on, is there? You want my top. Do you know what we might do after this funny tour, which is coming to an end? Well, I'm not telling Brits when I'm getting back because they'll have a friggin' welcoming party for me at the airport. What if I get deported from the UK? Who's going to have me? Mexico will have me, darlings. They love me. Anyway, good-looking people, not that funny. Me, pretty fucking funny. And I've always been funny. It's just you weren't allowed to know because you had to think I was a monster because powerful people had to get rid of me. Anyway, that was that. So I wanted to, right, people on TikTok, these trendy guys and the little pretty girls with all the hair. And stop with the fucking, hair. I've got so much hair and now I'm going to show you how many plaits I can. Look, I can basket weave it. I can turn it inside out with a ponytail elastic and then it looks even prettier. So I started off with pretty thick hair and then now my pretty thick hair is even prettier and I'm going to demonstrate to you. I tell you what, pretty thick hair, trout, bird, get here, yeah? Get here with your little band and your little TikTok shit. Try this hair. See how you go. Let's see if we can basket weave Hopkins hair. Shall we? Shall we? Should we try that? I have a large cut from here, from this ear, all the way across to here. And you don't need the detail on this because it will make you... Oh, guys, we've still got Wi-Fi. Hold on, I'm going to fiddle with the screen in order that we keep the Wi-Fi. I've just realised we still have Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi gods are with us. Maybe they frickin' hate the hair TikTok people as well. So yeah, my scar goes from here to here, right? I could show you it. And then also I'm missing this bit of skull. We know that, don't we? this whole bit. So you can feel if I could put you here, and I do this obviously often. I say to people, are you squeamish? And they look at me like, fuck, she's going to put my hand in her vagina. Because typically I've been speaking about my vagina. And you see them, they hand over their hand like she's literally going to take it and woo, whop it up her foof. And I see the fear in their eyes. One of these days I should totally do that, shouldn't I? I should totally take someone's hand and just shove it up my fanny. No. So I take people's hands and I get them to touch my brain. And then if I squeeze my stomach muscles, which are obviously like a rack of lamb, darlings, squeeze my stomach muscles, my brain pops up. So I can move my brain so that I'm not sure if I like you or not, but you make me chuckle. Or, no, you see, that's the confusion. Oh, I don't want anyone to like me. You don't need to. Hold on. I'm going to write you. You don't need... Oh, God, it's the worst writing ever. You don't need to like me. Okay, so this is to everybody. You're probably the sorts of people who needed a fucking gym slip, a permission note from your parents, because for gym, so that you could get out of class because you didn't do it. Right, it's a bit smudgy. You can't read it either because it's back to front because I haven't done the toggly noggly thing. But fuck all that. You don't need to like me. Here's your damn permission slip, right? I never wanted you to like me. I never asked you to like me. I never asked you to follow me. If you think I want you to like me, you can kiss my ass, which is not waxed. I don't want that. I am me. You choose whether you're here or not. Everyone's like, calm down, bird. Calm down. Jesus Christ. We were all having a nice time. Chill the fuck out. Yeah, well, that's fair. That's fair feedback right there. I'm calm. I'm just saying, all of the years that I've been writing how my heart feels are my truth. And I was okay that you hated me, and I still am. I'm all right with that. But at least let's have a laugh. Come the fuck on. That's all I've ever tried to do. It's all I've ever tried to do. So, what were we talking about? My arse waxing, my vagina. How did we end up there again? I don't even understand. Yes. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was these women. So there's a particular song at the moment, and I have to say, this is my fault because I was on this swipey TikTok, whatever it is. I don't even know. And it's basically a Kelly Clarkson song. And it's from Ugly Dolls. And it says, I don't need your help. I don't need your sympathy. I'm phenomenal. I can't sing it now. I was singing it this morning when I was running around. I'm phenomenal and I'm enough. You can go there. Anyway, it's that song. Basically it says, I think I'm marvelous and I don't need you to lower the bar because I'm so phenomenal. I'm broken, but I'm brilliant and you can love me as I am. So there's all these women, right, who are doing that. But they're coming onto TikTok or whatever, and they're going, I am beautiful, I don't need you, and I don't need you to lower the bar, and I have pride, and I'm phenomenal, and I'm enough. So right, I get it, and I kind of like go, yes, girls, go on. But yet at the same time, the other naughtier bit of my head goes, and yet you're singing into your camera, stood in your kitchen for people to say, well done. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get that you're phenomenal and you're enough and you don't need anyone. Question, why are you singing into your camera in the kitchen? It's just a funny, right? Just a funny. If you're so phenomenal, wouldn't you have a hobby or a sex life? If you're broken but you're beautiful, why are you singing into your phone? I don't know. Strikes me as funny. Might not strike you as funny. I find myself very fucking funny indeed. let me also, Rishi Sunak, I want to talk about. Katie, I love your top. Thank you. It's new. We discussed earlier. I'm trying to imagine it makes me look angelic. It doesn't. But still. We still have Wi-Fi. That's what I'm excited about. My earrings, we don't know where they're from either. They're from basically everything I own is from a fucking airport, because it's all I've done for the last 4 months, darling. It's 120 days on the road, spreading love. But yes, look, these flamingos reminded me of me, because I have a little tinky tiny body and then really long legs, and these guys have the same. I should probably get a shop, shouldn't I? Oh, my shorts really are up my crotch. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, gosh. It's a labial fold thing, my darlings. It is. I know probably boys don't want to think about it, but those things, they just get longer. So there's a thing, isn't there, about ears grow. How did I get to the USA without a job? Jab. Oh, job or jab, actually. I have no jab and no job because the left took everything I had. So no, I've never had the jab, and there is a way you can do it. But everyone always asked me, if I wrote it on here, what the fuck do you think would happen to me? I just got deported from Australia. I don't need to make my life any harder. But believe me, I've not been jabbed. So they say, like, your nose and your ears keeps growing, doesn't it? So like my father's nose is even bigger than mine, and his ears are huge. And I remember great-granddad's. I remember in the nursing home looking at great-granddad's ears. Yes, exactly. For fuck's sake, Mexico. Thank you, someone. People ask me all the time, have you had a jab? No, I haven't. How did you get to America? Mexico. How many fucking times? Anyway, great-granddad's ears were like literally longer than my boob. Singular. I have two. But it wouldn't matter if you only had one. I've got a lot of time for one-boobed women. I have a few of them in the family. Good on you. You had a boob lopped off. You're still rolling with it. Yes, girl, love you. Mastectomy, boobs, good, brave, solid. Nose, ears, yes, pulling back, labial folds, just saying, that shit keeps growing downwards as well. So, you know, that's another reason for being married, isn't it? How people find new people past the age of, like, I'm only 46. I know everyone thinks I'm 65, blah, 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 blah. Oh, look at Katie. Look, here's my mum. She's 85 and she looks younger than Katie. Twitter, fuck off. But that whole area, that keeps growing as well. So when people say, oh, nose and ears keep growing, so does that. I feel like we should share about it, because then other women can feel more normal. People say things like, oh, you should get in touch with your womanly bits. Boo, boo, boo. You should stand over a mirror. No, thank you. People were telling me the other day about this thing, because a lady did it to me at a COVID test centre. She put her head in my boobs, tiny boobs, and she was like, I love you. What do they call it? Water boating? Motorboat. Help me. No, not my pubes are growing. It's your labial folds. They keep growing. Your lady bits. What do they call this? Motorboating, isn't it? It's not waterboarding. That's what they do to prisoners. Anyway, that whole thing that people could do to boobs, no jokes, that you can also do that other places when they get to a sufficient length. How have we ended up on this topic? For God's sake, let's change the topic. Airport. Oh, the Queen is not going. I don't know why we had A. I just threw that in as if we were going to have some sort of numerical system. All of a sudden, there was going to be some bullet points. The Queen is not going to the Climate Shitty Change conference, which, is epic. Motor boating. Is that right? That's motor boating. What do you call it if you do it down there? Is that still motor boating? Or is that jet ski? I don't know. We don't know. You zoned out. I don't want to even say. If you zone out, piss off. Are you paying for this? No. Am I here for your entertainment? Yes. Would you like to fuckety off? Do. Offity piss, my darling. You're not interested? Offity piss. I don't give a shit. I don't need you here, and I don't think I want you here if all you have is negativity. The Queen is not going to climate change conference. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. She shouldn't. I damn well hope we don't end up seeing frickin' Meghan Markle there, because that will piss me right off. If that twat turns up looking like a bloody overstuffed sausage. No one's allowed to say that anymore, are they? Not allowed to call someone a bit chubby. Steve Allen. After everything Gordon Ramsay has said about everyone else, suddenly you're not allowed to touch his daughter because why? Oh, it's a different rule. Oh, it's a different rule. Oh, I see. Women get treated different. Oh, okay, different rule. But it's all right for Gordon Ramsay to shout at fucking everybody. Got it. But one guy is not allowed to make a small comment as a joke about his daughter. Okay, perfect. Got those rules. Yeah, brilliant. Mm-hmm. Oh, mustn't do that. We did this once before. Do you remember? The Joey Deacon thing. Greta is going. Don't you love the Greta thing? Like when she was younger and cute and had those pigtails. Oh, my name's Greta. And here I am shut outside a shop door having a strike on a Friday. When she was that person, everyone was like, oh, look, she's so cute. She's got pigtails and everything. And then she grew up big and got loads less attractive and we still have Wi-Fi. And didn't have the pigtails. And then everyone realised that her mum was like a real famous opera singer dude, loads of cash. And her father was connected to like an international PR agency that also works for like all of the World Economic Forum, or at least is linked into Gates and all the rest of the fuckers. And then everyone was like, maybe Greta isn't the sweet little pigtailed girl that we thought she was. I just love it. I love that people get a bit older and everyone's like, nah, they're shit now. That's it. I wanted to say, what else did I want to say? I wanted to have a massive rant about airport security. I watched them grow up. I watched this woman overly touch down a young girl the other day, and I nearly intervened, except I knew it would get me deported. I stood and watched because I wanted to get that thing and just grab her and say, get your freaking horrible hands off that girl. It was disgusting. The way we are treated at airport security is disgusting. It disgusts me. And this woman, I don't think, had one of those aprons. You know, the fatty boom boom apron that hangs over. So it starts after the belly button, but before where you're supposed to have a vagina. You have a massive, great walloping apron. I mean, I've spent time with people with these aprons. I call them gunts. I don't call the people gunts, as in I call that area a gunt. Yes, gut. Like cankle. They need implements to go to the shower with because they have to lift it and then scrub with a brush on a stick. Let me tell you. If you have to go to the shower with cleaning implements, there has been too many donuts in your life. But either which way, I feel like the way we're treated, I want to get amongst it. When they're shouting at sweet old people who are confused and muddled and being rushed and need to hold on to a ticket, and I could wrench their tongues from their heads, because our elderly and mothers deserve respect. And young girls, you do not have to, if someone says that we've got to give you a pat down, don't just say yes. Look for someone who looks like a woman and say, I would like a supervised pat down by someone who looks like stand up for yourselves, because these people are disgusting. Okay, I feel better for getting that off my chest. My loves, look at us go. I'm so happy. We got all the way to the end of a Katie's Arms. I think it's probably the first one. So I'm not here on Friday because I'm traveling from the desert to the Californian coast, because we just sold out in Napa and Sacramento. 250 tickets, boom, gone. Just like that, actually, in a couple of days, because we want to get together and we want to laugh. And I know you feel that way as well. And maybe if you keep your ears open, there might be some good news coming on that. Okay, I can't say anything else because I've sworn myself to secrecy, but that my next gig, if you happen to be catching up, why, Katie, have you been to Wales? I'm freaking banned from Wales. The Welsh government Welsh school children asked me to come to Wales. I absolutely accepted, set up a tour, submitted an outline of my talk, got the kids to work with their headmasters to get me to come. It was all set up and it was going to be brilliant. And then the Welsh government banned me from Wales and told the schools they would pull school funding if they hosted me in their schools. That happened not that long ago either. And I would scripted my whole talk so anyone could supervise it in advance. So yeah, I got banned from Wales, banned from South Africa, and banned from Australia. Yeah, baby! Imagine banning this. Imagine. All of those countries just don't want to see some haggard old cow dressing as a fairy talking about her vagina. They're crazy, right? Right. I will see you. So not Friday. Please can I tell you, if you're out there and listening, my next date with tickets still available is on Long Beach. If you happen to be in LA or California or America or the planet, you can get to Long Beach on the 7th. There's, I think, only 50 tickets left and it's going to sell out, but it's just a night of stand-up. And it's one of my last events from 120 days sold out on the road here in America, which has just been, it's just been such a gift. I'm so lucky to have all of you. Remember, I never ever asked to be liked. Please remember that. All I want to do is share my stuff honestly and make of it what you will. But if it gives a couple people a laugh at me, then my job is done. So love to you all. Thank you for all your kindness. Thank you for the emails. I read them and I appreciate you guys. There is a reason people say, why the hell are you doing this shit? I do it because I know it's the right thing to do for now, for all of us. And that's enough for me. That's enough. Okay. Thank you for being here. I will try and get this posted up so other people can see it. And I will let you know when we're going to have another Katie's Arms sometime in the next week.